Lots of first dates that I didn't realize were a date.
That.
What do you do in that moment?
I panic.
I don't like barnacles.
Okay.
Don't like barnacles.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do an English accent for this.
Wait, what?
I know, and they were like, you can leave, thanks very much.
Apologies to everyone who's watching this. I'll get back eventually.
Hello, I am Ferva here with ELLE UK, and we are here with Emma Myers, Jenna Ortega and Joy Sunday for the cast of Wednesday. In true Wednesday fashion, we are going to doing a horror-themed Q&A when we talk about some of our own personal horror stories. So the first question for you guys, you've got the likes of Steve Buscemi, Lady Gaga and Joanna Lumley joining the cast this season. Was anyone you were a little bit nervous to meet or a bit scared to meet, or was everyone really lovely?
Definitely all of them.
Yeah.
Do you remember when, like, I guess, like, Lady Gaga in particular, do you remember when she first came on set, what was that like?
What's so funny is that when I met her for the first time, I didn't realize I had met her because I didn't have my contacts in, and she waved from across the huge room we were in, and I was like, who is that?
Who was that?
Like, that was Lady Gaga.
Very, very cool.
That was horrifying.
Do you have any previous roles that you look back on and cringe a little bit?
All the time.
Any ones
How
in
much time do you
particular?
have?
We've got all the time in the world. Any ones in particular that you're like, oh gosh, I wished I could erase that from the internet?
I had one where I had fake braces, and you can't understand half of what I'm saying because I can't get my mouth around the braces in my mouth. I hated it.
I'm trying to think. When I was younger, one of my first jobs, I was a little rascal, and I wouldn't erase it because it's funny to look back on. But I had these insane clip-on bangs. It's actually the Wednesday hair, but I was like 9. Insane clip-on bangs, and everything about those films are very campy and over the top. So I'm grabbing boys by the collar and saying, I am a real girl. And it's funny anytime I see that. It's good to like look back on and laugh.
A moment in time.
Yeah.
What about you, Joy?
I guess like what comes to mind is some children's theater that I did when I was younger. Having to play a polar bear was pretty interesting. Yeah.
All in a day's work.
Yeah,
We love it.
exactly.
Do you have any horrifying audition stories that you guys recall? Tell us more.
So there was one instance where I didn't realize that the audition continued, that it was like a 2-page scene. And so I stopped at the end of the first one, which seemed like a good place to stop. And the casting director just looked at me blankly, like, what's going on? And for some reason, I admitted to what I realized, which is, I didn't realize there was another page. And so the casting, I never heard from them again.
But like, honesty is the best policy, right? What can you do in that situation?
I mean, I had a couple. I just feel like I remember when I had first started, I was young, and headshots and barcodes, and they would scan you in and check you in, and you had your resume attached. But just those experiences were very bizarre because they were cattle calls, so they would bring all the kids in at the same time, select a few, you would audition in front of the other kids, and then they would be like, okay, you're free to go home, like go to your parents in the lobby. And then you would go, and then it was weird for parents outside because, however long your kid was in the room, you thought, okay, maybe they're doing well, and it was like always a bummer if you made it down to the last batch. But still, to watch people get axed or, kicked off the island in front of you was intense. Or sometimes they would flip it around the other way, where it's like, you guys stay, everybody else go, so it was just
Hard as a kid, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
as teaches you thick skin.
Yeah, definitely. It was good for me. And I never minded. It was like playing hand games with the other kids in between takes, but.
Not fun. What about you, Emma?
I don't think I've ever talked about this before. I used to do theater when I was really young. I was probably like 7 or 8. And my community theater was doing a show on Anne Frank. And I went in there and I was like, I'm going to do an English accent for this. Fully at 8 years old, going in with a Cockney accent.
Wait, what?
I know, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, well,
for Anne?
Yeah. I was like, I feel like she would talk like this. And then they were like, you can leave, thanks very much.
Oh my God.
I have an addendum. I did audition for Smile 2, and that was a terrifying audition because you're trying to smile the whole time you're talking. And yeah, I don't want to see that back.
Terrifying film too. Oh gosh, I was so scared watching it.
The twitching.
Yeah, and you're like it's not a good look.
Next one, do you have any big or just irrational fears in general? And if so, what are they?
I don't think any of mine are irrational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mine are like spiders. So I don't think that's irrational though.
No, I mean, that's fair enough. I wish I'm not somebody who's scared of heights or I'm not scared when people jump out from behind walls, you know?
Oh, movies like Final Destination or like Saw, I can't watch those because I can't watch
Really?
people. Like torture. So torture is my irrational fear. I'm like, I don't think I'll ever be a
It's
situation
irrational,
where I'll
though.
be. Yeah, exactly. It is very rational, but it's like, what are the chances? Um,
I don't like barnacles.
Okay.
Don't like barnacles. When I'm on a pier, above, eye on the horizon. I don't know, just don't like them. That, and then there also was like an image of, I have maybe an irrational fear of kidney stones and have since I was like 11 because I saw an image of a kidney like cut in half and the stones inside were enlarged to the size of like rocks, like pebbles. Like when I think about this image, they were pooling up, coming out the sides of the kidney. That gets me good.
Speaking of the body,
You never
tonsillitis, or like having something in your tonsils because you can get tonsil stones.
You ever watch those videos where they stick
No,
their
I
finger
don't-
back there
those
and
I
they
don't like
pop
it.
the stone out?
Okay,
Those are good.
That.
the sound of like wasps or bees
Mm.
or just things that like, yeah, that freaks me out because I've woken up at like 4 a.m. and had to fight a wasp.
I don't really eat
Yeah.
eggs, but when I watch people crack eggs, a chick coming out, that gets me.
It's really things coming out of things for you. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the rooted.
I feel like we're unpacking something here.
Yeah, we're really working through it.
Out of the three of you, who has the scariest amount of unread texts or emails on their phone? What numbers are we talking?
Hundreds? Emails are probably thousands
Gosh.
because it's like years of.
Yeah, I mean, a fair amount.
Yeah.
A good amount.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you?
I'm quite good, so I can't lie. I have probably like 3 or 4.
I see that in you.
Wow, I really wish. It's been years since it's been 3 or 4.
You guys are busy people, so it's understandable. I hear it.
No, I could be better.
Apologies to everyone who's watching this. I'll get back eventually.
On makeup, everyone's makeup looks incredible today, but do you have any worst makeup mishaps that you look back on and like, oh, why did I do that lip color or that eye look?
Yeah.
Yes.
Care to share?
I mean, it's very important to a young woman's experience, the bad eyebrow phase. And it's like
2016.
Yeah, remember when everyone did the pomade? Yeah.
Got Anastasia Beverly Hills, I remember. I was there.
That was, yeah. Well, over there at the cut crease. And
I
it
know.
was-
Why was
it's
I
a cut
14?
And it was a Sunday.
Yeah. Doing a cut crease
Yeah,
to
it
school.
was.
Like, it was 8 a.m. What's going on?
I don't know. It was a good time.
It was.
It took a minute to learn that I should not put eyeshadow on my like eyelid creases. That took a minute to learn. But to your point, I think going through the makeup mishaps is nice because it's just a matter of growth.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody has a bad day.
Honest in the line, fashion. Now everyone's fashion is incredible. Do you have any red carpet moments or off carpet that you look back on? You're like, why did I wear that?
Oh God, this is miserable. I mean, I have a ton. I have a ton. Especially when I was a kid, we didn't even know. I don't know what a stylist was or what anything was. It was just me and my mom. My mom was like an ear nurse, and she would go. Everyone would tell you, to go to this dry bar to get your hair blown out, and then this makeup store right next to it in LA. That so you already come out looking like a clown, and then you go to like H&M and you get like a skirt or something, and then you get there and it's red carpets and they haunt you till the day that you die. You never thought that anyone would see those images, but you're like 12 with a full strip lash and like bright pink coral, and you just look like a grandma.
Not yet, thankfully.
We love that.
All of my red carpet looks I've loved. If I hate them, it's because of the way I'm standing in the photo. That just makes me look really awkward in whatever I'm wearing.
What? How is this true?
Well,
That's
we haven't had
incredible.
red carpets,
That's
darling.
I know, but I'm just saying that's so exciting. Like I feel like this question. I feel like a jaded. I'm like
I'd say it's more like embarrassing,
The
getty
trench-
images of your makeup and like overhead lighting.
Yeah.
God,
We can
that's
leave
just
it in the past.
amazing. That's amazing news.
We can leave it all in the past. Everyone looks incredible now, so that's all that matters. If you feel comfortable sharing, do you have any terrible first date stories? Because I know I do.
Lots of first dates that I didn't realize were a date.
That.
What do you do in that moment?
I panic.
You just keep going as if it's not a date.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a few. One time I was on this date and they had cooked and I was vegetarian, but they didn't know that I didn't eat meat. And rather than say anything, I just had a couple of bites because I just felt bad.
Is that the last time you ever ate meat?
Yeah, actually it was. And I never told them, I just never saw them again.
Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. On set of Wednesday season 2, did you have any really embarrassing or funny moments that you remember?
Yes, turning into werewolves can sometimes be a bit humiliating because you have to run and then launch yourself onto all fours and start running, and then they do the CGI after that. But the beginning of it is quite humiliating sometimes.
No, it's when they cut and then you have to like slow yourself down.
Yeah, when
Because
when
if you're running
and you
it's the
stop.
stop.
You have to go, ugh.
I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, for a character who is so stoic and deadpan, she still has like a lot of action and things like that. So I'm constantly tripping, falling, just doing things maybe not as clean.
In season 1 for the Poe Cup, there was a moment where I had to pull myself up from a dock. And back then I did not have any arm strength at all. And so it was very tough to do, and it took a minute.
Relatable, though. I also don't have any core strength, so you're good. What was your most daunting challenge on the set of Wednesday season 2? Were there any stunts or a scene that you were particularly nervous about before you went into it?
There was a blindfolded fencing sequence that was difficult. That was difficult not only just because, you know, it was with Catherine Zeta-Jones and neither one of us are fencers. She's a dancer, so maybe she has a little bit more of that, but still, it was just the nature of also delivering lines and everything, but you've got this blindfold sliding down your face and you're just in all these unnatural positions. That took a lot of practice.
Understandably so, right? Blindfolded. What about you guys? Any moments that you remember?
There's a whole episode
Yeah, there's a whole episode.
of
I might,
that
yeah.
I didn't think I would have to do, and I did them, and it's a huge challenge.
Got you. But we will avoid spoilers for
Yeah.
now. Final question. What is a fear or a challenge that you've learned to overcome as an actor, and how did you do that?
Public speaking, actually.
Honestly, yes. Yeah, the public appearances as yourself.
I actually had debilitating stage fright, or I developed it in high school as a result of like what I was going through at the time. And I had to work through that when I decided to start acting again because I'd given up on it because of that. And so working through that and going back, you know, to auditions and just like barreling through it is really what helped me to get comfortable with all of it.
Thank you so much for watching. That was Horror Stories with the cast of Wednesday season 2.